Hello and welcome to the presentation SAP Cloud Platform Enterprise Security Services. A holistic approach for structuring cloud security topics and services. My name is Jürgen Adolf and I'm a product manager for Cloud Platform security topics. SAP supports the customers in this challenging digital world with SAP's Intelligent Enterprise strategy. On one hand, with experience management solutions, capturing experience data, so-called X-data, and on the other hand, with an intelligent suite of business applications, capturing operational data, so-called OData. In the core, there is a business technology platform with intelligent technologies to manage data, apply intelligence, and support both integration and innovation. One foundation of SAP's Intelligent Enterprise strategy is SAP's cloud offering. Viewed from a security perspective, we can see in the digital economy an explosion in connections at individual and machine levels. This leads to a greater effort in protecting the data. SAP's comprehensive security framework protects your experience and operational data. From a development perspective, we offer foundational platform services which allow you to run in a secure environment. To be able to protect our customers and their data, we developed a new approach. We call it Enterprise Security Services. When we talk about Enterprise Security Services, we do not talk about a product or a solution. It is rather a holistic approach for structuring cloud security topics and services. Some of these services are part of SAP's software as a service offerings. Some are publicly available information and some are on the price list. With the Enterprise Security Services, we want to establish a naming for a comprehensive guide to explain SAP's security services in the cloud. The idea behind this guide is to help customers in the transition phase to the intelligent enterprise. Many SAP customers and partners are looking for guidance and best practices to find a secure way of moving to and setting up operations in the cloud. This guide enables developers to reuse security services so they can develop secure and compliant applications without reinventing the wheel. It also provides administrators a holistic overview of their options for operating secure cloud applications. Implementation partners understand the big picture so they can provide security consulting services. Finally, it provides a structured approach for IT leaders on how to secure their cloud business with the help of SAP Security Services. First, we have the Cloud Identity Services. They provide basic capabilities for user authentication and provisioning, which is a core requirement for all integration and extension scenarios. In integration scenarios, you want to integrate SAP Cloud solutions, for example, single sign-on across SAP SuccessFactors and SAP S/4HANA Cloud. Extensions are individual customer implementations on SAP Cloud Platform. Examples range from a special user interface to a full-stack application. A third-party expense application would be such a full-stack application. They can make use of the Cloud Identity Services to have authentication and user management in place. In the second row, we can see the Secure Development Services, which help to make solutions comply with internal security standards. They are usually defined by the corporate security teams. Secure Development Services enable developers to design secure applications. These reusable services are required by most applications, especially business applications. Audit logs can be stored centrally to support legal requirements, An authorization server manages authorizations and system-to-system authentication and authorization. There is also a secure tunnel to the on-premise system to access relevant data. The Cloud Application Programming Model helps developers design authorizations together with the data model they develop. To adhere to internal and external security standards, we have additional platform capabilities. Under risk and compliance, we sum up the topics such as segregation of duties, access certification, and business role management across your system landscape. These topics are key to the secure and compliant operations strategy. The compliant collection of consumer data is an important topic too. Finally, we need transparency and insight for our customers. The SAP Trust Center provides you information about the cloud status, privacy, security foundation, the data centers, and legal agreements, and cloud operations. Let's start with the Cloud Identity Services. When starting to develop or design a new cloud application, introduce new software as a service solutions, or creating business extensions, the first security questions are: where is user information stored? How to enable single sign-on? How to synchronize user information? Is there a central access hub for all SAP cloud applications? Or how to integrate into my existing Office and on-premise environments? How to integrate also non-SAP applications? Cloud Identity Services provide the security capabilities to answer these questions. And who is affected by these services? Some examples. An administrator who wants to provide seamless and secure access to Sap Cloud applications. Or a consultant designing the access management concept for a customer. Finally, a developer who needs a user store so people can access a new application he develops. Cloud Identity Services currently consist of two main components: identity authentication and identity provisioning. The existing products Sap Cloud Platform Identity Authentication Service and Sap Cloud Platform Identity Provisioning Service are now part of the product Sap Cloud Security Services. We combined them under one official product name and on one platform. We are planning to add more services in the future to deliver integrated solutions for the intelligent enterprise. For those reasons, SAP Cloud Identity Services shall evolve into a one-stop shop when it comes to identity access management and securing system-to-system communication by providing means for authentication, identity provisioning, identity federation, and single sign-on. We want to provide a central user store, a certificate service, and an OAuth token service as part of the Cloud Identity Services. The goal is to reduce the efforts of our customers for an easy and flexible integration into their existing infrastructure. Identity authentication is the strategic central point of authentication for any SAP cloud application. It provides authentication, single sign-on, and identity federation. It supports advanced authentication mechanisms such as multi-factor authentication. The XAML and OpenID Connect protocol is supported too. The current user store will be extended with the capabilities of the Identity Directory service to offer an extendable user store and a new set of SCIM APIs. Many SAP cloud solutions come pre-integrated with identity authentication, and we are putting a lot of effort into increasing that list. In these cases, there's no additional costs for using identity authentication. So if you're using SAP S/4HANA Public Cloud, SAP SuccessFactors, or SAP Integrated Business Planning, or SAP Jam, you already have an identity authentication tenant. SAP's strategy is to deliver its cloud solutions pre-configured with identity authentication. So let's talk about identity provisioning, the second component of the Cloud Identity Services. The Identity Provisioning Service manages identities across different SAP business applications. It synchronizes identities from source systems to target systems in real time or according to job configurations. It provides out-of-the-box integration for most HR user stores and all SAP Software as a Service business applications and provides generic support for systems that are based on SCIM 2.0 standard. Across the SAP Cloud portfolio, user management basically comes in two flavors. Applications which delegate user management completely to identity authentication, and applications with their own separate user management store, like ABAP, SAP SuccessFactors, and so on. In the second option, you must maintain user data in different applications, which can be automated via the Identity Provisioning Service, a kind of user data synchronization between different applications. For example, if a company uses SAP SuccessFactors, they would like to automatically have a user in identity authentication for every new employee created in SAP SuccessFactors, so that they can access SAP S/4HANA Cloud. Many SAP Cloud solutions come pre-integrated with this service, and SAP continues to expand the list of applications. To sum it up, with the Cloud Identity Services, you get the default user authentication and synchronization solution for SAP Cloud applications. It is a simple and agile solution with a short time to value. The second row shows the secure development services which are important for developers and administrators. When you start developing applications, you don't necessarily design them with security in mind. First, you want to prove the feasibility of your idea, and only if you succeed, you start thinking about enterprise-grade capabilities. Security is one of these capabilities. Developers need a platform which is ready for enterprise-grade business applications. SAP Cloud Platform does offer multiple services to help with that effort. Developers and architects must reuse secure development services to provide compliant and secure cloud applications in an efficient way. This category is not about secure programming, which would mean code scanning, testing, and the art to develop code with a minimal attack surface. It is about questions like how to support a central audit process, how to manage permission and security tokens, how to adapt security best practices, how to integrate on-premise system in a secure way, and how to prevent that by storing files, my application does not store malicious documents. First, we have the authorization service, which is the central service in the SAP Cloud Platform for authorization. It allows to configure access to eligible persons or system users. Primary use case are the authorization of business users and system-to-system authorization and authentication. The authorization service is also known as XSUAA. It makes use of open standards like SAML, OAuth, and JOT tokens. It allows the integration with identity providers from SAP and, due to the support of open standards, non-SAP identity providers. The authorization and user management of the cloud platform supports the platform and the business user management with the different environments we offer. This is done via configurable authorization assignments in the Cloud Platform cockpit, or they can be assigned during runtime via identity federation. The assignments can be structured via role collections. The new Cloud Cockpit user interfaces are on their way to support the administrators to get a better overview and work environment. Let's come to the support of your hybrid system landscape. Many customers have an on-premise landscape which now evolves into the cloud. The SAP Cloud Connector serves as a link between SAP Cloud Platform applications and on-premise systems. Existing on-premise data can be reused without exposing the entire internal landscape. The SAP Cloud Connector provides a fine-grained control over the resources. The SAP Cloud Connector itself will be installed on-premise in your system landscape, so you have full control of what happens in your on-premise SAP systems. Furthermore, the connection will be established from on-premise to SAP Cloud Platform. This offers the advantage that you do not have to open an additional incoming port. The counterpart on the Cloud Platform side is the so-called connectivity service. The Sap Cloud Platform connectivity service provides two services. The connectivity provides two services, the connectivity service and the destination service. The connectivity service contains a connectivity proxy, which is used to access on-premise resources. The destination service can be used to retrieve and store the technical information about the target resources. They offer APIs which allow a flexible and secure integration of applications in the cloud and on-premise. Benefits are, for example, the separation of concerns and reusability of the data stored in the service. The SAP Cloud Platform Credential Store provides a secure repository for passwords and keys for applications that run on SAP Cloud Platform. It enables applications to retrieve credentials and use them for authentication to external services, or to perform cryptographic operations and TLS communication. It is an important tool to achieve compliance to several standards. The keys can be shared between the connected applications. The SAP Cloud Platform Malware Scanning Service provides the possibility to scan unstructured data before you store it in the SAP Cloud Platform environment. It helps to secure SAP applications like the SAP Document Center on SAP Cloud Platform. At SAP, malware management is a necessary feature for cloud compliance. It ensures continuous, secured SAP service delivery that is free of virus, spam, spyware, and other malware software. The malware scanning service is one part of the effort to achieve this goal. The SAP Cloud Application Programming Model is designed for business developers. The Cloud Application Programming Model is an opinionated programming model, which means that SAP provides a recommendation for developing on SAP Cloud Platform. It is mainly about topics like security, localization, domain modeling, languages, libraries, and tools. CAP, as it is called shortly, supports you in developing enterprise-grade services and applications in a secure way because it has built-in security qualities. SAP currently provides the SAP Audit Log version 2.0 as part of the SAP Cloud Platform. SAP Audit Log is about the collection of the audit logs. It is not about the management of the audit process itself, like SAP Audit Management. In the current version, only SAP Cloud applications can write in the audit log and the platform itself. There is currently the following functionality available as a developer or administrator: the Audit Log Retrieval Api and the Audit Log Viewer. The Audit Log Viewer displays the audit logs for your account produced by SAP applications and services you have subscribed to. The Audit Log Retrieval API allows you to retrieve the audit logs and provides the results as a collection of JSON entities. The standard retention time is 30 days. Well, this doesn't really help you with your own applications you write on SAP Cloud Platform, but we are just getting started. Stay tuned for an update in Q3 2020 and what we will have then. I want to point out once more the various APIs offered which can be used to develop secure applications. We have APIs to post, get, put and delete user data via the Cloud Identity Services. We have APIs which enable you to manage service instances, roles and templates and role collections for business users and platform users. And we have APIs to read and manage destination configurations, including the related certificates on account and service instance level. And we have APIs which enable you to read and write credentials like password and keys. Finally, we have the Audit Log Retrieval API, which provides functionality for retrieving audit logs. They are all linked on this slide. The custom domain service allows you to make your SAP Cloud Platform applications accessible via an individual domain, which is different from the default one. The default one is hana.ondemand.com. It also provides a self-service for managing the related certificates and trust. You can also integrate your own PKI solutions, so it's not limited to a specific trust center. Furthermore, you have full control over the private key and certificate lifecycle. Regarding encryption of data in transit, we use the transport layer security. We encrypt the communication channels using HTTPS and TLS encryption. We support mainly the TLS 1.2 standard and slowly fade out the support of older versions. How does SAP Cloud Platform on Cloud Foundry ensure encryption of data at rest? SAP Cloud Platform uses the storage encryption of persistent services used from the infrastructure layer underlying the SAP Cloud Platform. This is configured in the respective infrastructure as a service accounts used by SAP Cloud Platform. Keys are managed by the infrastructure layer and protected by their means. Encryption can be added by SAP Cloud Platform services using the persistent services. Encrypted backups are stored in a persistence using a strong encryption algorithm. All these keys are stored in a key management service provided by the underlying infrastructure layer. The documentation is linked in this slide and can be found on help.sap.com too. Let's come to risk and compliance. As a developer or administrator, you should be aware of the functionality available in addition to the technology-driven security services. Large companies often have one problem in common. We tend to lose sight of the big picture and projects other teams are working on. This might cause us to miss integration or reuse opportunities. The risk and compliance category is often seen as an operational and organizational topic, but developers and architects have to enable their landscape for these critical company tasks. Business processes and requirements are getting more and more sophisticated. It is often a mix of software as a service, business extension, and customer-developed applications. If a company wants to manage its risk and compliance, the following questions will occur. How can I manage internal and business partner consents? How to manage personal data and their retention times? How do I compliantly collect consumer data to generate new customers? And how to mitigate risks? The following tools can help with these tasks. The SAP Cloud Identity Access Governance is a comprehensive access governance platform that supports access risk analysis, role design, and self-service access requests with an integrated user provisioning. This solution is used to help businesses with user on- and offboarding and role design. It offers predefined access request processes, segregation of duty checks, and firefighter functionality. It reduces the cost and complexity of meeting access compliance regulations and policies. What does it take to delete personal data from a business application? The answer to these questions needs a lot of consideration. An attempt to answer them in turn brings us more questions, such as, can you hit the delete button directly? Are there any factors that stop you from doing that? What are these factors? What if I sell cosmetics and medicines? Are these influencing factors the same for all the businesses my organization is involved in? Can someone ask me to delete their data instantly? Considering that the business application in question is built on SAP Cloud Platform, the SAP Cloud Platform Data Retention Manager can help you solve the deletion dilemma. Residence time is the time until which your application uses the data actively. Retention time is the extended period, as suggested by those factors we mentioned, for which the data needs to be kept. The Data Retention Manager allows you to set residence and retention times and rules for data in your application, and based on these rules, it then interacts with the business application to calculate dates for deletion. It then triggers events for your application to let it know that it's time to delete the data. The application then simply honors this trigger and executes the deletion. SAP Customer Data Cloud provides a wealth of functionality and benefits, but I will concentrate on the security perspective. SAP Customer Data Cloud is not part of the SAP technology stack for good reasons. Often it is driven by your sales or marketing department because it helps you win customers while protecting your business with a centralized, secure, and compliant way to manage your customers' profiles, preferences, and consent. Last but not least, we come to the topic insight. By moving solutions into the cloud, security insight and control is getting more and more important to companies. So questions do arise about topics like what certificates are necessary, where do I see the current state of operation, is it possible to withdraw the vendor the permission to process the company data, and where is my data located and are there critical data movements? The SAP Data Custodian solution is designed to give public cloud users the transparency and control over their public cloud resources and applications previously only available in private cloud or on-premise configurations. When combined with the SAP Cloud Portfolio, SAP Data Custodian can help mitigate cloud data protection concerns and help you move to the cloud with confidence. It helps you to manage your data with your rules, get control of your data in the public cloud, define and enforce where your data is stored, who can access it, where is it processed, and where it can be moved. Public cloud benefits with private cloud data protection. Combine the benefits of using the public cloud with the data security, transparency, and control of on-premise or private cloud deployment. Support the global data protection compliance across your public cloud deployments by configuring and rapidly adapting policies in response to changing requirements. The SAP Trust Center gives insight in various security topics. You can discover the uptime and availability of SAP's cloud services with access to real-time insights. It helps you to see that your data is protected with a security foundation based on the highest quality standards. You can find out how SAP respects and protects the rights of individuals. It shares the knowledge that our cloud offering meet the latest compliance and security standards worldwide. All these infos can be found on the product page of the SAP Trust Center. Thank you for listening to this presentation. If you have questions, feel free to mail to me jürgen.adolf@sap.com.